According to the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, over 270,000 sexual assault cases happen a year here in the United States. Hello, my name is Corey Trammell, and I am a Staff Sergeant in the United States Air Force. And today I will be talking to you about sexual assault, both civilian side and military side. First, I'm going to define sexual assault for you, then give you some statistics regarding it, then give you some ways to prevent it, and if God forbid it does happen to you, give you some ways to report it. First, according to the Sexual Assault Prevention and Response Program, sexual assault is defined as an intentional sexual contact characterized by use of force, threats, intimidation, or abuse of authority, or when the victim does not or cannot consent. The term includes a broad category of sexual offenses consisting of rape, sexual assault, aggravated sexual assault, abusive sexual contact, forcible sodomy, both anal and oral, or attempts to commit these acts. Now that I've defined it for you, here's some statistics for you. From the same Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, every 2 minutes a sexual assault occurs. And 38% of the victims know their perpetrator. 44% of the victims are under the age of 18. 30% are under the age of 30. 54% of these cases aren't reported. And 97% of rapists won't see a day in jail. Now that you know some statistics about it, I'll give you some ways to prevent it. First, don't go out alone, not if you don't have to. And second, if you have to, don't go out at night. And if you are, stay in well-lit areas, have mace, and maybe know some self-defense. If you don't know self-defense, I recommend you find a class. They're offering them everywhere. And now that I told you some ways to prevent it, I'll give you some ways to report it. On the civilian side, you would go to the police department or call 911, and they would set you up with a medical exam and a victim advocate to help you through the whole process, and they would start investigating it. But on the military side, we have a sexual assault response coordinator you would go to, and there you would have a restricted or unrestricted reporting. Unrestricted reporting is where your command knows and the police know, and they investigate the entire thing. You still have all the medical and victim advocate help that you need. But restricted reporting, you just go to the sexual assault response coordinator, and they set you up with the medical and the victim advocate, but they don't tell the police. There's no investigation, and it's just between you and the victim advocate and the sexual assault response coordinator. Now that I've let you know a little bit of sexual response, sexual assault is unacceptable. And I hope that if you know anybody, that some of these things that I've told you can help them. Thank you for listening.